let me go at this. Okay, so we're gonna talk about anxiety. Part 2, mental health awareness. It was Suicide Prevention Week from like September 8th to the 14th or something, one of those days. But why can't it be the whole month? Whatever, I got these videos and they're gonna last forever. So when you click on it, great. If you haven't checked out my depression video, please watch it. Watch it to the end. I know it's boring, but it is what it is. Hopefully this one's not as boring. Anxiety disorder. A mental health disorder categorized by feelings of worry, anxiety, or fear that are strong enough to interfere with one's daily activities. There are numerous forms of anxiety disorders. The most common ones are generalized anxiety disorder, also known as GAD, specific phobias, social anxiety, and panic disorder. Anxiety can also be seen in those with OCD and PTSD. Just an FYI, it's normal to experience anxiety before, during a test, problems at work, making a decision. However, with the disorder, it doesn't just go away. It's not like a temporary thing. It can interfere with school, work, daily activities, relationships, anything. I'm going to briefly talk about panic disorders and phobias. The rest I'll dive into later. Panic disorder is an unexpected or sudden rush of intense fear. It comes quick and peaks in minutes. During an attack, they'll have an accelerated heart rate, pounding heart, palpitations, sweating, trembling, feeling smothered, feelings out of control, tend to avoid what triggers the attack, and develop a phobia. Now, phobia is an intense fear of an object or a situation. For example, we have arachnophobia, which is a fear of spiders. Claustrophobia, fear of being in tight spaces. Social phobia, which is now called social anxiety, which we about to dive into right now. Social anxiety is a general or intense fear towards social or performance situations. This fear can cause disturbances in the person's daily life. It's common to associate shyness and discomfort with social anxiety, but those aren't necessarily signs. The person's comfort in various social situations depends on their personality and their life experiences. So maybe they just don't like weddings, and every time they go to a wedding, it's just like, ugh, I don't want to be here. That doesn't necessarily mean that they have social anxiety. Some people are more reserved, some people are more outgoing, so it honestly just depends on the person. But social anxiety is a constant battle. People with social anxiety will feel like they'll be judged, worry about embarrassment, humiliating themselves, fear of interacting with strangers, other people noticing that you look anxious, avoiding situations where you'll be the center of attention, analyzing your social interactions afterwards, and being overcritical of your flaws. For example, was I giving too much eye contact? Was I being creepy? I was being creepy. I was staring into his soul. Why did I say blouse? You have a nice blouse. Who the hell says blouse? Who says blouse? Why did I say that? Physical symptoms. Wow. You know what I mean. They're similar to those with phobias. So again, the fast heartbeat, trembling, sweating. Here's a new thing though. Blushing. Upset stomach, nausea. Trouble catching your breath, being dizzy, lightheaded. Muscle tension, and a blank mind. There's not a set cause because, again, the brain is very complex and scientists cannot come to agreements for certain things. But there's numerous reasons as to why it could be so. The person could have learned it from their parents. Now, if the parent has social anxiety also, they'll pick up on those social interactions and just replicate it and do exactly what their parents were doing, not even realize it. Another cause is the amygdala. That's for certain. They came to an agreement on that. Now, I did speak about the amygdala in my depression video. I'm going to mention it briefly later on, so feel free to click on the link below. If the person experienced bullying, teasing, humiliation, rejection, trauma, crisis, abuse, family conflicts, they're also at risk. They might have a shy, timid temperament compared to others. Also, social settings have a play in this, so a new school, a new job, public speaking, meeting new people, they'll experience the social anxiety. Medical conditions can also play a role in this, so Parkinson's disease, or even just disfigurement, vitiligo. Numerous things can all contribute to social anxiety. They'll avoid situations where all eyes are on them. You can only avoid situations for so long. It's you could save the food for later, but you're gonna be hungry, you're gonna eat. You need to. You can't. You'll feel like you need to just hide yourself from the world, but that's blocking off so many blessings, so many great opportunities. And when you do, take your time. Talk to your friends, let people know how you're feeling. If left untreated, the person will face low self-esteem, They'll have trouble being assertive. They'll be hypersensitive to criticism. They'll isolate themselves, negative self-talk, poor social skills, face substance abuse, suicide, or suicidal attempts. I know that took a dark turn. What can I say? Yo, am I getting closer? I need to back up. Now we're going to dive into generalized anxiety disorder, also known as GAD. I need some water. Hold on. Hold the front door. Frequent or nearly constant nagging feelings of worry or anxiety. Literally, I could not find the definition without the word anxiety in it. So it's like anxiety is just one of those words. Like, you just gotta know what it is. Apparently. But hopefully, you know, like you get the gist of everything I'm saying. And, you know, like you understand better. It lasts 4 days. At least several months. Psychiatrists suggest at least 6 months of anxiety. But if you need help and want help, why wait 6 months? Like, who says it has to be 6 months? You feel me? Like, who's really keeping track? Who's keeping track on that? Symptoms include, but are not limited to, tense muscles. Trouble falling asleep, feeling well rested, tossing and turning, irritability, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, dry mouth, racing heartbeat, sweating, trembling. GAD can develop at a young age. If the child was a warrior. Does it sound the same regardless of an O or an A? Cool. So besides whether the child was a warrior, what the hell? You get what I'm saying? Because I can't deliver it. Or triggered by trauma or crisis. 3 to 8% of people in America have GAD. 2/3 of those with GAD have depression disorder, and 1/4 of them have panic disorder. Others face substance abuse. Do you see how it all ties together? It's crazy. Like, you cannot just have one and run with it. It's like it's a sequence of things. It's a series of events. Women are twice as likely to have it than men. Again, if the parents have it or your siblings, you're most likely gonna have it too. Brain time! Generalized anxiety disorder is said to come from an excessive activation of the flight or fight response. During the flight or fight, the amygdala sends out a distress signal to the hypothalamus. This then prepares the body to flee. Your body is prepared to flee because of the adrenaline rushing throughout your body, which will cause the rapid heartbeat, the sweating, the tension. If you have these bursts of energy and you're just sitting there, this is a lot of energy. Like, this is a life or death situation right now that your body's preparing you for. Here's an example of this fight or flight response. So you're crossing the street, a car's coming, you jet out the way. Now afterwards you're like, oh my god, I almost got hit. That's crazy. Like, you did not have time to think about it, to process the emotions that you're feeling as the car is coming. Like, oh my god, I'm scared, oh shit, he's gonna hit me. You just jet out the way. Afterwards you think about it. Not sure if you remember from my depression video, a GABA imbalance contributes to anxiety. Medications such as Xanax, Valium, and clonopin, there's way more obviously, but the doctor will prescribe those too if you need it. These regulate the imbalance and lessen the effects of anxiety and temporarily get rid of it. I don't want to say permanently get rid of it because I'm not a medical doctor. Everyone's different. Before you get any ideas like, oh, who got Xans? Relax. Seek a professional's opinion first, please. Like, I don't want you guys going out and getting all experimental. Please, just don't do that. I do not suggest it. Next. But there's also other things you can do to help your anxiety. Keep a journal. Write things down. Write down what you're feeling in certain situations. This will help track what you need to work on and what can help you heal. Keep close relationships with your friends. Always openly express to them what you're feeling. Tell your family how you're feeling, especially in moments where you're uncomfortable. And if you might feel discouraged because they might think, oh, it's just nothing, it's whatever. Maybe, you know, show them this video or something. Maybe they'll learn that it's actually not that simple. Of course, nothing's ever that simple if it has to do with imbalances in your brain. So just let them know, like, this is how I'm feeling, and whether you respect it or not, my feelings are valid. Okay? Don't let anyone tell you what you're feeling is not important or you're overreacting, because you have every right to feel the way you do. And as long as you know what you're feeling and you keep track of it and you're trying to change, you're trying to do better, you're trying to live a normal life, go for it. Keep going. You got my support too. So feel free to reach out. You know, I'm here for you. I really don't like when people just belittle others for feeling the way they feel and not understanding mental health and just thinking it's just whatever. Like, that really irks me. So that's why I'm here. That's why I have Blind Thread. Sidetracked. Well, psychotherapy, CBD oil, exercise, getting enough sleep. Now obviously if you're having trouble sleeping, this might not be the best option, but as long as, like, take naps if you need to. When you have an opportunity or chance to sleep, do it. Breathing exercises. There's also relaxing sounds that you can listen to on YouTube that help with anxiety. I haven't found the best one for me yet because some of them actually make it worse for me. It's kind of strange, but I mean, hey. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, thumbs up, you know the vibes. Ooh. Feel free to comment one thing that stuck with you the most, the fact that you found the most interesting. And with that said, just know I'm always here for you. There's also some links below where you can look for different forms or methods to reach out to people or look for help. Again, as I said earlier, you have every right to feel the way you do. With that said, I'm out of here. Bye. I'm just honest, baby. You feel me? Sorry, I was looking at my car. I was like, who the hell is that next to my car? Okay. How you doing? I'm wearing the Tarte mascara, man eater. She's a man eater. Dun, 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 dun. Now, ooh.